The best way to make someone feel special is to cook for them. When you cook for someone, you are telling them that you care about them and that they are important to you. Rachel Ray. Cooking and baking is both physical and mental therapy. Mary Berry. Food is our common ground, a universal experience. James Beard. Cooking is about passion, so it may look slightly temperamental in a way that it's too assertive to the naked eye. Gordon Ramsay. Cooking is like love. It should be entered into with abandon or not at all. Julia Child. Cooking is a philosophy, it's not a recipe. Marco Pierre White. Simple ingredients prepared in a simple way, that's the best way to take your everyday cooking to a higher level. Jose Andres. No one is born a great cook, one learns by doing. Julia Child. Usually, one's cooking is better than one thinks it is. Julia Child. Once you understand the foundations of cooking, whatever kind you like, whether it's French or Italian or Japanese, you really don't need a cookbook anymore. Thomas Keller. Taste as you go. When you taste the food throughout the cooking process, you can make adjustments as you go. Ann Burrell. $50,000 worth of cabinets isn't going to make you a better cook. Cooking is going to make you a better cook. At the end of the day, you can slice a mushroom in about 3 inches of space, and you can carve a chicken in 1.5 feet. So it doesn't matter how big the kitchen is. Tyler Florence. Cooking is all about people. Food is maybe the only universal thing that really has the power to bring everyone together. No matter what culture, everywhere around the world, people get together to eat. Guy Fieri. I feel a recipe is only a theme which an intelligent cook can play each time with a variation. Madame Benoit. I think careful cooking is love, don't you? The loveliest thing you can cook for someone who's close to you is about as nice a Valentine as you can give. Julia Child. You learn to cook so that you don't have to be a slave to recipes. You get what's in season and you know what to do with it. Julia Child. You learn to cook so that you don't have to be a slave to recipes. You get what's in season and you know what to do with it. Julia Child. Cooking well doesn't mean cooking fancy. Julia Child. You don't have to cook fancy or complicated masterpieces, just good food from fresh ingredients. Julia Child. This is my invariable advice to people: learn how to cook, try new recipes, learn from your mistakes, be fearless and above all have fun. Julia Child. In France, cooking is a serious art form and a national sport. Julia Child. Cooking is love made edible. The secret of good cooking is, first, having a love of it. James Beard. The most indispensable ingredient of all good home cooking: love for those you're cooking for. Sophia Loren. Cooking done with care is an act of love. Craig Claiborne. Approach love and cooking with reckless abandon. H. Jackson Brown Jr. I love cooking. Not for myself alone. Cooking is about giving. Christine Lagarde. Food, to me, is always about cooking and eating with those you love and care for. David Chang. Cooking is at once one of the simplest and most gratifying of the arts, but to cook well one must love and respect food. I cook with wine, sometimes I even add it to the food. W. C. Fields. My cooking is so fabulous even the smoke alarm is cheering on me on. Annoying the cook will result in starvation. The two biggest sellers in any bookstore are the cookbooks and the diet books. The cookbooks tell you how to prepare the food, and the diet books tell you how not to eat any of it. Andy Rooney. When compelled to cook, I produce a meal that would make a sword swallower gag. Russell Baker. Cooking? Oh, we were great, you'd take anything and melt cheese on it. And the one who could guess what it was didn't have to wash up. Dylan Moran. If you're not the one cooking, stay out of the way and compliment the chef. Michael Strahan. Cooking is actually quite aggressive and controlling, and sometimes, yes, there is an element of force feeding going on. I don't like food that's too carefully arranged. It makes me think that the chef is spending too much time arranging and not enough time cooking. If I wanted a picture, I'd buy a painting. Andy Rooney. Always start out with a larger pot than what you think you need. Julia Child. I am not a chef, I am a cook. There is a big difference. A chef makes fancy food. A cook makes food that is fit to eat. Gordon Ramsay. If you're afraid of butter, use cream. Julia Child. Cooking is love made visible. Cooking is like love, it should be entered into with complete abandon or not at all. Harriet Van Horn. Computers are to design as microwaves are to cooking. Milton Glaser. Cooking with love provides food for the soul. Valerie McKeon. I'm just someone who likes cooking and for whom sharing food is a form of expression. Maya Angelou. I'm not a chef. But I'm passionate about food, the tradition of it, cooking it, and sharing it. Zac Posen. If you are a chef, no matter how good a chef you are, it's not good cooking for yourself. The joy is in cooking for others. It's the same with music. will.i.am. Cooking, to me, it's kind of therapeutic. It's completely different from music as well. I'm not amazing at it, but I can cook myself a good meal. Philip Phillips. I don't cook for the guide, I cook for customers. Gordon Ramsay. Cooking is like snow skiing. If you don't fall at least 10 times, then you're not skiing hard enough. Guy Fieri. I still love football, though, and I think cooking is like football. It's not a job, it's a passion. When you become good at it, it's a dream job and financially you need never to worry. Ever. Gordon Ramsay.